Is anyone safe? Is anyone safe? I've heard multiple times that this is the year of exposure, that what has been done in the dark for so long will come to the light. And it's only February. Is anyone safe? I ask this because as the days and weeks unfold, are you wondering who's next? Or are you wondering, are you next? Do I wonder if I'm next? Will I be my own hot topic like Wendy was? Woo, child. Goodness. It's a lot to process when what you've done in secret comes to the light. Even if you are a different person, you still have to deal with those skeletons that brewed back then. Some of us won't know how to handle it, and some of us won't deal with it publicly. We'll just leave it alone. I don't know what sparked this, and I don't know why it's heavy in the church like this, but Vincent Hill took to his social media platform and outed Larry Reid and I guess his crew, some of his crew, and he had a whole lot to say. He dropped names, he dropped receipts, he dropped a lot. And the reason why I'm taking a deep breath, because when you have a platform as big as Larry Reid has, and you have contributed a lot, just like Bishop Thomas Dexter, when things come out in the media about you, whether if it's true or not, you have to do some PR. And even if you are no longer that type of person, the impact of what you did and said back then still affects people today, or may affect people today. Vincent Hill, I don't know him like that. I've only heard his name in passing, maybe a couple times, being a Christian in the church setting. He had this to say.
I've gained a wealth of knowledge and a new perspective. But most of all, it's caused me to clearly see how silence is complicity. Thus, my silence, though serving me, has not served the masses. So as the universe wills, I am presented an opportunity to come clean. Let me start by apologizing to all that have been affected by what I'm about to address, but suffered long because of my silence. I worked with Larry Reid from Larry Reid Live from 2003 to 2018. In that time, I was everything from a personal assistant, executive assistant. I traveled statewide and internationally, but most importantly, I am the creator and originator of the Larry Reid Live show. Throughout those 15 years, 13 years were spent in a sexual relationship with Larry Reid. For a while, I believed I was the only one, or rather, the only man. However, Larry made me aware after our sexual relationship was over, I wasn't. I will disclose the other men in the church he's had some sort of sexual relationship with outside of me as we move forward. Most of what I say in this video is provable. Everything else I saw with my own eyes, or those directly connected to it told me. None of this is secondhand information.
You did take my comment on how many years in your ass. So it's my spirit is in you.
Yes. While he was married, pastoring, traveling the road, working with me on Larry Reid Live, we maintained an ongoing sexual relationship, 2005 to approximately 2017, when I cut off the sexual relationship.
So Vincent named a lot of people. He dropped a lot of names. He showed their photos. Larry Reid has said on multiple occasions about his sexual orientation. So him liking ping, as he said, it's no stranger to us. Even in the church now, I mean, it's just really no stranger to us. The thing is, he also, Vincent that is, also talks about how the money is being distributed when it comes to the NBN network and Larry Reid Patreon.
All the trips that you've seen me on, I never paid a dime. Not a hotel room, not a meal, not a plane ticket. Thank you, sowers of the NBN network. Every car they drive, the jewelry, clothes in the houses of not just Larry, but partially the entire leadership is off of the back of the NBN church members, the patrons, the LRL platform supporters. And let me tell you, there's not one household. No one's paying mortgage. Your seeds are being poured into rent. 2 houses in Atlanta, 1 house in Charlotte, 1 house at one time, 2 houses in Miami, 1 house in LA. It was around about, I don't know the exact number, but I guarantee it was near $60,000 a month at one time that your seed sowing was paying into rent for one man and his team. No one generates a real penny. No one is a true entrepreneur. No one is making a significant amount of money or living outside of the NBN network. It is all off of you. It's not even the YouTube views. They're not that high for him to be around so long. It's all off of you in the Reformation Church and in Patreon. We were watching a video, the producer and I was watching the video yesterday, and one woman sold into Larry, and she said, Larry, I sent you all I got. And my heart almost broke because these people believe in you, and you are literally raising dark, deviant hell behind the scenes.
So Larry Reid went live on his social media platforms, and he said he has never had adult relations with anyone who was not an adult. He stated that he and his wife split up because he was full-time in the ministry and he devoted everything to the ministry. He even stated that Vincent took care of everything. His wife was not really home at the time, and she was back and forth everywhere, so that's why she didn't have like the credit cards or anything like that to take care of all of it. That Vincent did. He took care of it all. So his wife she didn't have to worry about all of that. So Larry talked about the monies that were coming into the NBN network and to, I forget the name of that church. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. The church that's in Florida. Reformation Church. And he talks about how this is just a ploy to deter people from giving, and this is just to stop him from being successful, because Vincent is mad that he ended the relationship, the business, all of it is over, and Vincent is mad, and that's why he is saying this. Larry Reid removed the video, so that's why you see it playing but no sound, because it was public at one time and then he removed it. So obviously he didn't want it out. So that's why you see I do have the video, but I'm not going to play it. So how would you guys feel if someone opened up your closet door and all of your skeletons came out? I would be embarrassed. I would be ashamed. I would not know what to do or how to address it. I don't think I would address it for days or weeks. I don't know. What would you do?